When I was making booktube videos quite regularly a few years ago, I used to make these Friday Reads videos where you would talk about what you're reading at the weekend, and I honestly don't really know if there's still a thing on booktube. I actually really need to get back into watching booktube videos again, but even if they're not a thing, this is one of those videos and I'm going to tell you about what I'm reading this weekend because I have some really exciting reading plans that I want to share. I haven't actually read anything recreationally for quite a long time, to be honest, so this is the first main book that I am going to be reading this summer. I was a bit unsure what kind of book I wanted to pick up. Should it be a short book? Should it be a long book? Should it be a new series? Should I continue on an old series? So I was weighing up loads of different options. I'm still unsure. I think I've given myself a bit of a challenge, but the book I'm going to be reading is The Wise Man's Fear by Rothfuss, which is the second book in the Kingkiller Chronicle series. I first read The Name of the Wind back in 2015 with my friend Shah from Thoroughly Enjoyed Books. We did it as a buddy read, and by the way, she recently created a new booktube channel, so I'll link that down below. Please go check her out. She's always really thoughtful with her comments, always really honest, and also really supportive. Like, she always comments on my videos and we always have a great discussion in the comments section, so really thank you so much to her and please check out her channel. We both really enjoyed this book when we read it, and I think the great thing about reading it as a buddy read was it is quite a long book, and when you're sort of getting into a new fantasy series it can be quite intimidating and overwhelming, so reading it together we were sort of able to encourage each other to keep going, and honestly it was a really great read. One of the things I loved about this one was the world building. It was really easy to picture all the different locations in the book. So there's this really cool town, and there's a bar, and there's a university. I also really liked the character of Quoth. I thought he was really fascinating and really intriguing. You don't really know where you stand with him. Sometimes you like him, sometimes you don't like him. One minute he's really intelligent and making the best decisions possible. The next minute he's very arrogant, very stubborn, and he makes mistakes. So you're sort of a bit all over the place with him, and I think that's one of the great things about this book, and probably the entire series. The Wise Man's Fear is obviously a continuation of that, and it's around 1,000 pages. It's a very long book, actually, longer than The Name of the Wind, and that was a long book. So this is kind of why I was a bit unsure about if I wanted to read this or not, but I thought, why not? I have a lot of free time, it's summer, I may as well try and devour this hopefully amazing book. Obviously it will take me longer than a weekend. Like, this weekend I'm going to start it and it might take me 2 or even 3 weeks. I mean, this kind of book will probably take a while. I think with this series you kind of need to take your time with it and devour it. I remember in The Name of the Wind there were a lot of little hints about things that happened later in the book, like foreshadowing. You really need to pay attention to pick that up. There's a lot of little nuances and some really amazing symbolism. I've read a few reviews for this book on Goodreads, and I've also watched some booktube videos mentioning it as well, and generally the reaction seems really positive. If you liked the first book, which I definitely did, most people seem to like this book as well. Some people said that towards the middle the plot progression is a little bit slow and it takes time to kind of get through it a bit, so you kind of have to power through. But I actually think that this series works quite well when you take your time with it, particularly because it's high fantasy and because the character of Quoth is so fascinating. Even if it's not always action-packed and there's not much happening, you're still sort of interested in the character of Quoth and you want to keep reading about him. Even if there's not much happening, you just want to continue with the character study, and I definitely want to learn more about Quoth, and I believe in this book there's a lot more written from his own perspective as well, which I'm really excited about. I can't wait to hear more of his voice. So that's what I'm going to be reading this weekend, or starting this weekend. I'm obviously not going to get through 1,000 pages in an entire weekend, you know, that's not realistic. I am a little bit of a slow reader, but I think even if you were a fast reader, you wouldn't get through 1,000 pages in a weekend, but I'm really looking forward to this. I can't wait to get back into reading and then hopefully to make a book review video of this in the future as well. Please let me know down below in the comments if you've read The Name of the Wind or The Wise Man's Fear and what you thought about them. Also, please let me know what you're reading this weekend, because I really want some good book recommendations. So if you're reading something great, please tell me. I'm always on the lookout for new books. I love buying books, and until next time, happy reading, have a great weekend, and I'll see you all again in my next video, which is going to be a bookshelf tour, and I'm currently in the process of editing it. It's currently 1 hour and 15 minutes long, basically me rambling about all the books on my bookshelf. I'm going to try and cut it down a bit with the editing so it's not too long. I'm probably going to upload it on Sunday morning as long as I can edit it and upload it in time. So I'm really excited to share that with you, and until next time, thank you for watching and see you all next time. I keep saying next time.